unusual life form character.
What's going on, y'all? It's Liam Crowley with ScreenRant. I'm here at South by Southwest, and I am now joined by the team behind Ash. Guys, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome to beautiful Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Better than the planet Nash, yeah?
Absolutely.
I like Ash. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like
It's fun out there.
Yeah.
Steve, I want to start with you. Directing this film, there was a lot of parallels. One of my colleagues was telling me he's a big fan of Dead Space, the game. Did you draw any inspiration from that game?
It's funny. I tried to lean on my video game influences more than my cinematic ones for this one. There was something about it where I was just like, let me try the road a little less traveled with this, and think about it from a gamer's perspective, because the script kind of played like a video game. There was especially in the beginning, I just was like, okay, this is those things that I've been doing for so long, and like, this is all right. I know what we got to do, and Dead Space is up there with one of those.
Absolutely. The character of Rhea, she's dealing with some memory loss in this one. Did you approach that, Eiza, as almost two different characters, or like two sides of the same coin with that character?
I thought of it as a journey more than two characters. I think that the beauty of characters like this, it allows to a person to become multifaceted, right? And I think that's the dream as an actor. When you get, and he gets the same opportunity, I think that you rarely get to play so many characters in one, especially in a movie. It's an hour and a half. So I think that that's the beauty of some psychological thriller type of movies. The aspects of doing horror allows for that to exist, and you can kind of dive into multiple personalities, and the more you do it, the more it layers a film. So I just kind of let go and enjoyed, and let sort of my intuitive sense guide the scenes, and just put myself in her shoes was really what led to it.
That was really it. She was always trying to be aware of her headspace, where she was coming from, and obviously she has this memory loss. So there's kind of this approach of, I'm fresh. I'm a newborn, like
a newborn.
Yeah.
There's
And
a sense
you crushed it.
Oh, I love you.
It's all thanks to you, Brian. No,
Yeah.
Aaron playing Brian.
Yeah.
The relationship that Brian and Rhea have is interesting, because there's a distrust there from an audience perspective, what's true and what's not.
Right.
How important was it for you when you're playing Brian to anchor that kind of protective feeling of Rhea?
Well, yeah, I mean, I show up and she's really beat up. She doesn't remember anything. Our entire crew has been massacred. So I'm just, as Brian, not sure if, I can trust her whatsoever. I mean, I want to, because she's part of my team, but on the other hand, everyone else is dead and she's not. So we're just trying to figure this out together.
They're both looking real sus.
Yeah.
Both of them.
They are both looking real sus.
Real
Yeah.
sus.
We don't know who to trust as the audience. Let's talk about the visuals here a little bit. How much of this film was shot practically versus VFX?
There was a lot of practical, with the sets were all built, and the station that we were in, as soon as the door opens, you're on the planet's surface, and we got to do everything as contained in this it was like a kitchen cabinet manufacturing company. We were in their warehouse.
Oh, is that what it was? I always thought it was a car dealership for some reason.
Maybe they did some stuff.
There was another car dealership in the front.
Yeah, but like, it was a really bizarre thing, because as soon as we got in there, it was like we were in space on Ash, and it helped everyone kind of be immersed in that, the vibe of the isolation and just the darkness. It was just like we were in it.
Yeah, Eiza and Aaron, I kind of want to toss that to you as well, because the planet is almost a character in this movie. Yeah. How much did it help you getting to immerse yourself with the practicality of it?
It's always just so much better when you can be there physically.
Totally.
It's just so hard when you're on a stage. There's green screen or blue screen, and
you could tell when the green screen day happened, and it was a different vibe.
Yeah. It gives you an eeriness to it that it really, there's a sense of, I don't even know how, it's very it's like outside of your body experience. It's very strange, because we are standing in that space, and we're looking out, and all the sort of the sandstorm, it was created. We saw it happen live. That was very impactful. Obviously, all the lighting and the mooding of the film per se really helps, because it really determines the tone of the movie if you pay attention and where it's going and where it's coming from. Lighting has a purpose in the movie. It's not just to be pretty and beautiful. It's part of the storytelling. And so when you have the beauty of practicality, I think it's the biggest gift that any actor / director could ever have, because the vision is there. But again, Flylo had such an amazing vision that even when I remember watching it the first time, I don't know if it happened to you, I was like, whoa, like I just want to give it to him, because that movie was made for no money, and it looks like an expensive movie, and that is all to him and his vision and his creative mind. So
we had great crew too.
Amazing crew, amazing. Our gaffers were incredible in New Zealand.
Yeah, it takes a village, as they say. Aaron, did you have something to add there? Sorry.
No.
Just a beautiful immersive experience.
No, it was. It's true. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches. I mean, we've been talking about this all day today, but the fact that we just get to, tell make believe, tell stories, and on the biggest scale. Yes, this was on a low budge, but it was just so beautiful. Beautiful experience.
I love the way you said low budge there.
Low budge.
Low budge. Low budge.
Eiza, you're no stranger to space-based projects. I love Three Body Problem. Read the book. Loved Dark Forest as well. It's already been renewed
That's the one.
That's the one, right?
We've been talking about it like that's the one.
Already been renewed for 2 more seasons at Netflix. Can we expect to go into production anytime soon?
Yeah, very soon.
Very soon.
Very, very soon.
This year?
Yes, this year.
Let's go.
Have you already read Dark Forest?
The book?
Yeah.
The book? Yeah, that's my favorite. Dark Forest is my favorite book. And I'm very excited. I mean, it's, I hate to say this because I think every part of a series is important. And this is no different to that. But definitely, even when we were talking about the books, the showrunners were like, we just have to power through the first season to get to the real juicy part of the story and where it goes. And what a way to power through the first season. I mean, it was incredible. And I think that moving forward is sort of, I'm truly excited. I'm very, very I'm waiting eagerly to read these scripts. I've been hearing so much and I'm getting the emails. I'm like, we're going good. We're back.
Amazing. I mean, I love sci-fi, so I'm super stoked for that. And that's why I'm super stoked for Ash as well, because we got this coming out here at South by Southwest. How exciting is it for you guys to get to show this to an audience of just the most passionate film fans in the world?
Best.
It's a dream. And
South by is the best too. Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on the movie for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finished. So I'm ready.
Did you know that you were going to hold it for South by specifically?
I didn't know. A lot. This whole thing is real new to me. I've never really worked on a proper film before. A lot of the stuff I've done has been you want to say this is low budget,
Yeah.
low.
Well, you absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
Could not be more proud of this damn thing. And to have it premiere here and then also have it be released in theaters, which, it's rare nowadays.
Yeah.
But this is just such a spectacle to watch that, the bigger the screen, the better.
Truly, I don't say that. I agree. I wouldn't say it lightly. It's a movie that is genre bending. It's a movie that takes a swing it has a creative intent. And so I think that supporting this type of filmmaking, especially going to the movie theaters, I mean, we don't, and this one, I know that we all say that, you gotta go. This one really, it's worth it. It's a scary movie. It's a psychological thriller. You're on the edge of your seat. It's anxiety, fun inducing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really worth it. And, it's one of those few movies that get done a year that let a lot of people just take amazing opportunities to create new things. And we're just excited to share it with the people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these visuals, that tension, you talk about lighting. It's important for lighting as an audience member, too. So I hope the crowd is raucous for when you guys premiere this thing. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Thank you.